Well, how do you handle feelings of spiritual doubt or uncertainty?
I had talked about it recently at one of our gatherings, and I used a very foul language example that I'm on the television. I'm not going to say it here, but it's doubt. Why? Doubt doesn't look good. Well, what's the purpose of doubt? Nobody's inflicting it on you. You're inflicting it on yourself. Why? It's right up there with suffering. You're afraid to make a fool of yourself, or you're afraid you're going to do something that you've done wrong in the past. You're afraid that you're going to fall out of conformity, that you'll no longer be accepted in mass consciousness or the board. Doubt is one of the most dreadful things about coming to realization. And it's like you pull up stuff from the past and put it in the path in front of you. It's like throwing rocks and glass and other things in your path, make it difficult. Why? I think there's a concern that if you didn't have doubts, we're going to go out of your mind. But I'll tell you right now, going to realization is you go beyond the mind is very fixated into this realm. The mind has 80 billion neurons it takes to operate the mind, and it's not efficient. There is a part of your mind that isn't generally activated yet, unless you're more conscious, that knows how to go beyond the mind into your thoughts, into your knowingness, into your soul. You realize that mind serves a very specific purpose to operate in this realm, but it's time to go beyond the mind, go out of the mind. So doubt attacks the mind brings up doubt. Mind says, what are you doing? Mind says, that's not reality. You're just daydreaming. You're making this up. And that's when you say, F doubt, F you. I'm going beyond. Because otherwise I'm going to certainly attack in my mind. So F you doubt. I'm going beyond.
Now, what's the most important lesson you learned on your own spiritual journey to realization?
On my spiritual journey.
From all those lifetimes, all this stuff. What was the biggest lesson you learned?
I told the story once or twice, and I'll tell a short version of it here. It was in my lifetime a group of us gathered in these temples of Tian. There was 144,000. Even now, we know of the coast of China. And in these, we learned how to transcend this realm, the physical realm. We could put ourselves like a half of a breath away out of this realm. Semi-invisible, but yet somewhat still grounded here. There was tremendous work that was done with understanding self-love. I was not one of the elite 144,000. I was a slave. I was there to bring others their food, their water, their drink, to make up their beds. I was just a little slave. One day I walked into one of the grand temples where there was a large group doing type of chanting or homing. They were actually bringing energy into a focus. I happened to walk in. I was half asleep or whatever. I didn't realize what was happening. I walked right into the center of this energetic vortex. And then I was cast into a crystal prison. Somewhere in the other realm. Not really sure where it was, but I stayed in that crystal prison for, I think, 100,000 years. Felt like 100,000 years. Nobody could hear me. Nobody could see me. There wasn't a God anywhere outside of that crystal prison. There were no angels that were there to help me. It was just me. It was one of the most terrifying and yet beautiful experiences I've ever had. I was deep within myself. With something deep within my own being. Terrified. And also true amazement. I tried everything to get out. I tried punching my way out, praying my way out, chanting my way out. I tried anger. I tried bargaining with the devil, so to speak. I tried everything, and nothing worked. And so I stayed in that crystal prison. One day, in absolute desperation, having tried everything else, I finally said, I got myself in here. I can get myself out. There's no external force that put me in here. There's no external force that can get me out. I am that I am. In that moment, I simply stepped out. It's the most important lesson I've ever learned. It was a lesson about freedom. It was a lesson about also not blaming others, not being a victim. It was a lesson that you can try to punch your way out of life. You can try to negotiate your way, but you got yourself here, and only you can get yourself out. From that, I made a commitment that I would come back lifetime after lifetime, helping other people find their it's not found on the outside. It's not found in God. It's not found in crystals. It's not found in ceremonies or anything. It's found within your flesh. It's been my desire, my goal, to help others find their freedom as I found it. So that would be the most important. Yes, it is. And it's that you live in truly the most epic times on this planet. You might have heard it in other lifetimes, but here as Ascended Masters to say this is the most epic of times. Things are going faster than ever. Things are more, you could say, at a tipping point than ever. There's more potential on the planet, but there's also more stakes, more danger, more pits than ever. What's needed on the planet right now is for individuals like you to make that conscious choice, come to your realization, and allow it to happen naturally. You can't do it by trying to figure it out, by relying on others. I mean, there's good information out there, but ultimately it's up to you. It's a very natural process. You allow it. It's needed on the planet right now. You don't mean this getting desperate right now. Technology, artificial intelligence going the way they are. What's needed is consciousness and light.
With QuickBooks Money, I found a different flow. Now I have a business bank account with no monthly fees.
There are many